Somebody turned themselves around in their crib.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started.
That is our big news as far as what has been going on.
Baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us.
Good morning. Somebody turned themselves around in their crib. Oh my goodness. Did you sleep well? Hi, Bubs. Let's turn this off. It's 7 a.m. Oh my goodness. You just were so tired. Okay, let's get up. He had a little bit of a late night. He had a little bit of a late night last night, celebrating Father's Day with our family. So he slept in this morning, but that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. And I still need to do my workout and everything, but we're just taking it a little bit slower this morning. And I do have updates for you guys on life, so I will update you on stuff later.
Know that I gave it my all. I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you.
I just finished my workout. It was brutal. I'm in the last week of this program I'm doing, and I'm really feeling it. Grayson was in his activity center, you probably noticed, when I started my workout. But, I mean, 40 minutes is a long time for him to be in class. So, usually halfway through, I ended up switching him to the jumper. So he's able to jump because he loves jumping, and it's a good way to occupy him. The other half of my workout, I used to do my workouts before he got up, but honestly now it's just easier for me to do it when he's awake. So that's what I just got done, huh? Look at you. He doesn't have any clothes on right now. I mean, he has his diaper on, but it's just so hot, so I usually just put a little bib on him with his pacifier clip and his pacifier. And it also is easier when it comes to feeding him, because usually after I do my workout, I will feed him. So I have to do his breakfast. This morning he's just gonna have Greek yogurt with blueberries that are torn up and 1/4 or 1/4 slices of banana. So that's breakfast. He loves that for breakfast. So that's what we're gonna do. It is my laundry day, and I don't know what happened, but we ran out of like all the towels in the apartment, so it was definitely time to do laundry. I have to wash everything. I have to wash our clothes, I have to wash his clothes, I have to wash all the towels, everything. It's been long overdue, even though I do laundry like what feels like a couple times a week, or actually I've been doing it, maybe I've only been doing it once a week. I need to go back to doing it twice a week because it's not enough to do it once a week now. But our clothes are fine, but really he needs more laundry. He needs laundry done a lot more often. And the towels, we're going through so many towels because we stopped buying paper towels. So I clean his face with like washcloth. And we actually need to buy more washcloths that are like specifically for cleaning his face after meals, because we run out, because I use them for cleaning one day during the week when I clean, and it's just nuts. So I don't know if I said this, but it's a Monday morning, the day after Father's Day. There's so much to update you on. I mean, I wouldn't say so much, but there's some big stuff to update you on. I will probably sit down and do that later, maybe do like a little chat. Right now, I need to get this boy breakfast because he's been in this jumper long enough.
Please don't give up on me. At least give me a try. 'Cause you're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing that I've ever had. You're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing. 'Cause you're the
Look. Here you go. Yummy! Eat it! Look. Here.
As I'm walking to your place, I'm shaking. I am picturing the worst in my mind. I cannot stand losing you. No, I will.
More? No. Okay, all done. Good job. Okay, let me clean you up.
'Cause I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us. Please don't give up on me. At least give me a try.
I'm doing Grayson's laundry. He is asleep in his room, but I wanted to show you these really cute swim trunks from Target that my mom and sister got Grayson. They're so cute. They're Cat and Jack. I love them. But I need to wash them. And I also don't mind the dishes in the sink. I need to clean those next. But I need to clean this. Look how dirty his outlet's gotten. He's not wearing it right now. I'll watch him closely since he's asleep, but every 2 weeks or so, you're supposed to wash this. And it's very important that this part on the inside that comes out, this part right there, doesn't get wet. Like this part can, but the sensor cannot get wet. So I need to hand wash this sock and this, but I'm not going to get this part wet. So I'll show you guys what I do for that. But I need to do these dishes and finish starting his laundry. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so don't mind the washer going in the background or my quiet talking to not wake Grayson up. But I have cleaned the dishes that are in the sink, and I am going to show you how I wash the Owlet Smart Sock. So this is the sensor that's on the inside. You take it out. Super easy to put in and take out, and it's kind of just like discolored, but I just kind of rub it, especially this part right here. Never get this part wet where the sensor is. I just rub like right here and right here a little bit with just like water, and I'm just very careful not to get anything here. And then I let that dry, and the way I dry it is I hang it with a clothespin. I forgot what it was called, a clothespin in Grayson's room. I just hang it up on his little shelf that's above his dresser. So that's how I let it dry. And then here is the Smart Sock part. Since the sensor is out, there's nothing electronic in it. You can get this completely soaking wet. So I'm just gonna get it a little bit wet. Get it wet. As you can see, it gets very discolored over time. So it's wet, and it gets dirty and dingy and everything. So actually this is kind of stretched out. I may need to order him another one in this size. This is the size 3 for 14 to 25 pounds. So I'm just gonna use my detergent. So I just use this detergent. You can use whatever detergent you happen to use for your baby, but this is what I've been using recently. And I get my detergent. Just pour like a little bit in the cup. I don't pour too much in. Get it wet. And I kind of just pour a little bit on and rub it all around. Rub, rub, rub. So you just like kind of get those discoloration stains, get everything out. And just like the water temperature right now, just so you know, is like warm. It's not hot and it's not cold. It's like warm, maybe closer to room temperature. But you can already see it looks so much cleaner than when I started washing it. So just clean it. Maybe a little bit more on the outside. This part gets discolored, so just a little bit. Actually, that was a lot, but oh well. So just rub, 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 rub. Honestly, just clean, clean, clean. Clean it up. And you should do this every 2 weeks or so. This has probably been more than 2 weeks since I've done this, mostly because it's hard to time it. So usually what ends up happening is Grayson will have to nap without his Smart Sock at least once, maybe twice during the day when this is being washed and dried, just because of how long it takes to dry. Although it does dry faster since it's hot, so that's nice. That's like the only benefit to it being hot here, but you know. So anyways, it's already so clean. Isn't that crazy? You saw the stains, right? Like, so gross. And it's just because his little feet get sweaty and they just stain it. So you just want to make sure it's just like a regular sock. I mean, not really, but in terms of, you know, you have to wash it and make sure it's clean for them. But there it is, all clean. Make sure it's all rinsed, all clean. And now, the little Smart Sock is clean. Ta-da! All clean. Now, we need to do the sensor. So, like I mentioned, the sensor, you can see the little red beeping light. And just like right here, you definitely do not want to get that wet because that will very likely ruin the Smart Sock sensor. So if you ruin that sensor, it won't work. But you just kind of want to, I just kind of like wipe it down. Like I don't even really get it wet or anything. See, like my hands are wet, so I'm just kind of rubbing it. But I don't want to get it too wet because again, that sensor back there. But just kind of cleaning it off. Drying it up here actually. Make sure it's all good. So even that is a little bit more clean than it was. This is honestly really hard to clean, but it's because you don't want to ruin this part and this part right here that plugs in to charge. So you just have to be really careful with this part. But that is how you clean your Owlet Smart Sock and sensor. This is the current situation. He is up and I am going, oh my goodness, I am going to take a shower, like hopefully a fast shower. And he will just hang out in here. I turned the AC on for him. It's just too hot. Huh. So he'll just be in here and I'm gonna take a shower and then I have to make lunch. So luncheon time for Kevin when he comes home, but that is what I'm up to right now. Are you chewing on that? Are you chewing on that? You silly boy. This is honestly the perfect way to keep him occupied while I take a fast shower. So, phew, okay, I need to shower. But it's so hot and I'm already sweaty, so I feel like I need to take a cold shower. This is Grayson's lunch today. He's having black beans, Greek yogurt, and bell pepper. It's kind of like a little, oh, there's Stella. It's kind of like a little fajita, sort of. It smells really good when he eats it. I am going to feed him now. Don't mind the charger back there. Also, there's a fan right here because it's way too hot. But this is what happens when we have Yogurt. Are you messy? Look at the after. Honey, that's the wrong way. This is what happens after lunch. You're so messy. You're so messy. Okay, I am in Kevin and my room, or our bedroom, because I have Grayson's laundry to put away. Actually, I just need to fold it right now. I'm not gonna put it away until he's awake, I don't think, because I don't wanna mess with his nap. So I'm gonna fold this, and then I'm going to hopefully finally be able to talk to you guys.
It's like you almost know what I am thinking. 'Cause I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. 'Cause you're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing that I've ever had.
Okay, so I think Grayson's finally asleep. There's little dogs yapping outside, so don't mind that. And also his laundry's folded, but I don't want to put it away because I closed his door in hopes that I would be able to vacuum a little bit later while he's napping. I don't want to start vacuuming like when he's still just fallen asleep because that's way too risky. But I'm thinking I'm hopefully going to be able to vacuum the apartment, hopefully, while he is asleep. So we will see, but everything else as far as laundry goes is done. I cleaned the kitchen, and so I'm just in here. I'm in our room because the AC's going, the fan is on, and honestly, it's way too hot in the rest of the apartment, minus Grayson's room. His AC and fan are on. Back to what I was saying. So let me actually prop my camera up because, or it's on a tripod. It's on like a little short tripod. So let me put it up on our dresser so I can just like sit and talk to you without having to hold it. Kevin got a job that is remote, and it will be, what that means is he'll be working from home. And I'm very excited. It is based in Michigan, and so the company's in Michigan, so he's going to be working on Michigan time most of the time. So he'll be starting his days at like 5 a.m. and then ending around 2, which some people might be like, that's horrible, but actually he'll thrive off of that because he thrives like off of early mornings, and like productive early mornings are his thing, and that's actually my thing too. So he does really well when he can just get his work done early in the morning, and then he has the afternoon to relax. He can't do that now currently because, you know, he does have his job that is an 8:30 to 5:30 or later, just because it depends on how much work he has. But he is going to be working from home, as far as we know, permanently. And we're super excited about this because he's going to be able to be around so much more for Grayson. Yeah, so he's going to be working from home. We even bought him a desk, and he's got like stuff literally. Oh, that was open. Nope, there was just one on top of it. Anyway, he's got like stuff that he's been compiling. So he has like a station for working from home. It's gonna be kind of interesting because we're gonna be putting a desk in our living room, and that shelf that's in our living room, I'm sure you've noticed it. It's like got a lot of decor on it and a couple pictures of us. That shelf is probably gonna go somewhere else or just go away. We won't get rid of it because we love it. That corner is gonna become Kevin's like work from home area, so that'll be where his desk is and everything. So I'm really hoping that that all works out. That is our big news as far as what has been going on lately, kind of like behind the scenes that I haven't mentioned. Kevin is going to be transitioning into working from home. His last day of work in his current job is Friday. They're going to be throwing him a party, like a going away party, and I believe it's either on Wednesday or Thursday. I have to double check that. Grayson and I are gonna go because they've been begging, especially his boss that owns the agency has been begging for Grayson to come in. So we're gonna take him in, and I'm very excited for them to see him. He is a little celebrity over there, I think. That'll be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be really hard, I think. I know it'll be hard for Kevin to say goodbye to those people just because like they've kind of become really close over the 4 years that he's been there. He's very excited to be working from home. I mean, this is something he's dreamt of for a very long time, since we were in college, and he's a total homebody, as am I. I wish we were super adventurous, but we just like to be home. That's just the reality of it. He's really looking forward to being here more, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. And maybe we haven't been married long enough to have this feeling, but a lot of people, when they think of being home with their significant other, have told us, they're like, oh my gosh, how can you stand that, being together all day, every day? Like, especially during the pandemic, because we were together like all the time. We really did not see each other, aside from when like one of us would run to the store or something. And we were like, you know, honestly, the honest truth is whenever Kevin found out he had to go back into the office, I cried because I was bummed. I was so bummed because I have loved having him here. And I mentioned this a while back whenever he did go back into the office, which was in May. And I was like, it's gonna be so hard. Like, I just remember thinking like, sucks, you know, like my best friend is going back to the office. And I was happy because, you know, he gets to be back in the office with his coworkers and everything. Even still though, he's only working 3 days in the office, 2 days at home, or he was up until obviously this week. Also, I'm really nervous / excited, and mostly nervous. I am getting my hair done on Saturday. And by done, I don't just mean like a trim. You guys may have noticed my hair is long, like long. Look how long this is. I wish I could say it was like so healthy and perfect, but it's not. It is very damaged. Like, the ends are just horrible, and I love this length. I honestly have wanted hair this long for a very long time, and it just took pregnancy and a pandemic and not getting my hair cut for 2 years to get this length. Also, like, the prenatal vitamins, I think, can make your hair grow longer, but I noticed the most growth after I started taking prenatal vitamins. So I'm not taking them now, but that's just something I noticed, is my hair definitely started to grow faster with prenatal vitamins. But anyway, and I'm also getting a little bit of like breakage up here from like, I think, postpartum. Hopefully it's not too bad after this, but anyway, so I am getting my hair done on Saturday, and I'm like very anxious. I'm really excited, but I'm also really anxious, and I think that's because my hair hasn't been touched since 2019. This is my like natural color. I have a lot of blonde on the bottom, and my hair is growing in like really dark up top. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've heard with age your hair does darken, but like literally you can see, if you look at my hair from the side, it's just like crazy, the color. And I used to have like super blonde hair, and then like summertime I would normally get a lot more blonde, but I'm not outside as much as I used to be when I was younger during the summer. So those natural highlights I normally get really aren't gonna be coming out. So I'm excited to get my hair done. I'm really debating because I loved having my hair this long. It's so nice to just like put it in a bun on top of my head, and it like, I've never had buns work so well with this length or with my hair until it's this length. Grayson is at the age where, and it's probably only gonna get worse, where he just like sees my hair and he just yanks it, and it's pretty painful. I don't want hair this long anymore. It's been nice while it lasted, but it's too long. I'll put a picture on the screen of what I'm thinking. So the first picture I'll put up is the color I'm thinking. I've always had like, not brassy blonde, but like dirty blonde hair. I really, the only times it's been even lighter than that are like when I would get it dyed, and I really don't dye the whole thing. I would just get highlights. But I've always wanted icy blonde hair. I don't mean like fully like one color, but I just mean like icy with like some highlights in it. That's why I put a picture here, because I want you to see what I'm talking about. And as far as length goes, I really thought that I was gonna just like maybe go here, like cut off this much. But Kevin is begging me. He loves when I have shorter hair. He's begging me to do like pretty short. So you guys see how much that is? Granted, like my hair is very damaged, so it could honestly probably use that big chop. I've gotten so used to it being long. Short hair is a commitment, honestly. Like whenever I've had short hair in the past, I have had hair above my shoulders, or that's the length above my shoulders. It's a commitment. Styling short hair, it's harder. So I'm like heavily debating it because I really love this hairstyle. I'll put a picture here of the hairstyle / length that I'm thinking of, but I kind of do want to do that. I think I'm ready to do that chop. It's summertime. It would be nice to get my hair off my neck because let's be honest, it is really hot. As you saw from my fan on the kitchen table earlier, because I was so hot, there was no fan in the dining room. I'm thinking I'm going to do that color and that length. This is my first time getting my hair done since 2019, since becoming a mom. You know, this is like self-care that I have been wanting for like a year at least. So I am really looking forward to getting my hair done. And the other change is I am getting new glasses. Actually, before I say anything else, I do want to say next week there might not be a video next week. I don't know. I don't know if there will be because Kevin is going to be off all next week. So that means we're going to be trying to like get things done here as far as decluttering goes. I know we have an IKEA trip planned because we need to go find a desk chair for him for when he starts working, and his first day is July 5th. So next week is the week we have to do it. We'll have some family over, I know, and friends over on Friday. We're having a fun little double date. So, and it's my best friend and she's moving. So it's very important that I have that time too. With all that being said, you know, I'm still going to be working, but I think next week I'm going to take the week off from filming just because Kevin is going to be home and I really want to spend that time with him. I want to spend all the time I can with him before he starts his new job, even though he'll be working from home and he'll be with us way more. I want to make sure next week I'm able to like fully focus and enjoy that time with him off work. It's been a really long time since he has been off work. The last time was with Grayson when he was born, but even then, like, he only took 2 weeks. I think it was even a week. Can't quite remember. I think it was only a week actually. Even then, like, it's not like we were getting to like spend that time together because we had just had a baby. We were just trying to survive life with our newborn. So I'm really looking forward to next week. So don't expect a video next Friday. I'd say the following Friday there will definitely be a video. In addition to that, I did want to say I am considering uploading twice a week again in the future. I'm not sure when I will do that or if I will for sure be doing that, but I do want to go back to uploading twice a week. It'll be a lot easier when Kevin is working from home for me to do that. That was a big reason I cut back to once a week, was because when he went back into the office, things just got like super chaotic here. But Grayson and I finally got into a good routine and a good swing of things. And also Kevin's gonna be working from home, so that'll be really nice. He'll be here when I need him to watch him really quickly or anything like that. So that was a big reason. I cut back to one, so I may be going back to 2 videos a week. I'm not too sure when that will start, but I did want to say that because I did have somebody comment very sweetly that they wanted me to upload more, and I was like really happy to see that comment. That made me very happy. It makes me happy to know you guys like watching my videos. I just appreciate every single person who subscribes and watches my videos. Thank you so much for your support. I love doing this, and it makes me even happier to know that people enjoy watching me. In other news, he's rolling all over the place now. It just kind of started to happen like all of a sudden. I have mentioned so many times in the past that he just doesn't want to roll, but the other day we were doing tummy time and I had this one toy and I was shaking it and it makes like a rattle noise, and he was reaching for it and it made him roll over, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the first time he's ever done that with a toy. Well, then he rolled over again, and then it was like he rolled over again and I was like, okay, that's crazy, he's never done that. Well, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, you know, that was a fluke. But then that night, Friday night, I kept hearing something after we put him to bed, and I was like, what is going on? So I went in there and I started laughing so hard, and I walked out into the living room, and Kevin's friend was here having dinner. And I told Kevin and his friend, I was like, you have to see this. Grayson had turned himself completely, like in his crib, he had scooted to a totally different position. So like we lay him down like lengthwise, and he had just like whoop flipped that way. He was banging his feet against the side of the crib, and the thing that was making noise was the zipper against the bars of the crib. So we were like, what is this kid doing? Well, later that night, in the middle of the night, he cried out because he like had dropped his pacifier or something. Kevin went in there, and this little boy was on his tummy in his crib. He's figured out how to roll onto his tummy when he's in his crib. He was like upright, like in a plank position, kind of. Kevin was like, well, we're in trouble because he is really rolling now. And sure enough, I caught him too. He's been moving all over the crib, rolling all over the place. And the next day, on Father's Day, we were sitting in bed, literally sitting right here, just relaxing. And I had just given him a bottle. And this boy, I lay him down on his back, and just like I normally would, lay him in bed for a minute so I can get his bottle all situated and put away. And he rolls over. And then he rolls over again. And Kevin and I are looking at each other like, when did this happen? And I know he's 8 months old, so this seems like it's a little bit late for him to want to roll all over the place, but he kind of got set back a little bit with his dock band and his torticollis, and he's a little chunky monkey, so that also doesn't really help. It just was baffling to us that like overnight he's just decided to start rolling all over the place. All exciting things happening. I'm very excited, and I'm hoping I will be uploading twice a week very soon in the future. And again, no video next week. So just that is something I wanted to let you guys know, because I do want that extra time with Kevin. But anyway, I am going to do some work and then try to vacuum. Okay, don't mind Grayson's activity center, but I am going to wrap up the vlog for today. It is so hot. Obviously my hair is now up in a clip because I was literally sweating. It was miserable. Grayson was super fussy, and he woke up from his nap so hot, even though the fan and AC are on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy watching, I would really appreciate if you left a like and a comment down below. And seriously, comment, you guys, because I love talking to you. I really enjoy it, and so your comments make my day. But to see more videos like this one related to motherhood and how chaotic it can be, be sure to subscribe.
Even if the sky is falling